russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
Well, CM Punk posted on Instagram, "We unfortunately have to have this conversation again. Do not turn up at airports."
Oh, can these freaking amateurs stop?
Let me finish.
No, Jeff, can these idiots stop, bro? Can they freaking stop? Yeah, bro, stop showing up at airports. Stop showing up in arenas. Stop showing up at shows. Stop showing up everywhere I'm at. Can these idiots stop this? Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. A little outburst there, Al. I apologize.
A little bit.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Do not turn up at airports. Do not show up at hotels. I cannot believe I have to say this.
Jesus.
Do not follow people. You've repeatedly been politely told no. Respect it. You are not a fan. You are a stalker, and you will be treated as such. Respect the boundaries. Stop harassing people.
Jesus, Al, are you the people that freaking put food on your table, bro? Seriously? I'm going to let Al talk. Go ahead, Al.
Well, I can understand where he comes from. I mean, you're talking about a certain select group that take things a little too far. They get a little too aggressive, and they're standing. They post at an airport. They post at a hotel, and they do it strictly because, they're trying to capitalize. They're trying to sell autographs and things like that, and that's been going on for quite some time. The sad thing is everybody these days wants to be relevant. They want to be relevant outside of their own circle, and they want to be famous. And let me explain. Every aspect of everything in your life has a cost. Simple as that. It has a price. Mm-hmm. You want to be famous. You want to be recognized. Well, the cost is you're going to have to put up with some aggravation of people now recognizing you and approaching you when you don't want them to approach you. Yes, you're right. 100%. Some of these people take it way too far. And those people, really, they should learn to have some kind of manners and couth and public decorum and class. You're not going to teach them. And you just are going to have to stand there and go, I'm sorry, no. And then if you continuously tell them no and reject them, at some point in time, they're going to get the message and they're going to stop attending airports and hotels. The only other way to be able to prohibit this is if WWE were to, and highly unlikely that they're going to do this, unless, of course, now it becomes a danger to the wrestlers, is they're going to have to hire security that then when wrestlers arrive from a window of 6 a.m. to noon, that security are there positioned and stationed at the airport to prohibit these people from harassing the wrestlers. There are security that are positioned in the lobbies at the hotels that are there to prohibit these particular fans from harassing the talent, because it is harassment the way that these guys approach it. They're very aggressive. They're very intent. They won't take no for an answer. They're not respectful, because they're ultimately trying to capitalize by selling these autographs, and they doggedly will pursue you, and even when you tell them no and you're walking away, and they'll continue to follow you, and they will, badger you and harass you and pester you until you find, unless and trying to get you to give in so that you will sign it, or they'll come up and they'll harass, badger, and pester you, and you'll sign one, and they'll go, hey, can you do one more? Can you do one more? And they'll try to get you to continue to do them, because again, they're fans, yes. But to your point, Vince, they're not fans that are there because of fandom. They're there because they're trying to monetize your time and proximity to you so that they can get autographs that they can then put out on the internet and sell.
Wouldn't a way to stop that ask the guy the name and then sign 2 Vince.
Yeah, they won't
Al
give you
Snow.
a name. They won't give you a name, or and it just take you stand there now. And I get it, like what Punk's talking about is because you're tired, you've just been on, flying or whatever. The last thing you want to do is deal with, any kind of other extra aggravation, because it is wearing to travel anymore these days. And now you've got these guys, and you're coming down the escalator, and you see them all standing at the bottom. You're like, oh Christ, here we go. Now you got to run the mosh pit, because they get in your way physically. They try to keep you from walking over to the baggage claim. They follow you. They stand there. They suck the life out of you. They suck the energy out of you. And again, it's because of their very overt aggressiveness in their intent that it makes it aggravating. But you just have to learn to deal with it. Until they become an actual physical threat, there's nothing you can do.
God, I swear to you, you're mamby-pamby in this, because you're a punk mark. Jeff, let me explain something to you, and Al knows this better than anybody. Let me say a couple things here. Al knows this more than anybody. During his era, because I saw it a billion times, and we all knew there was one rule, Jeff: don't bother a wrestler while they're eating. That's it. Don't. Let me finish. Let me finish. Jeff, don't bother a wrestler when they're eating. Any other time where they go in an airport, you see them at 7-Eleven, just don't bother them when they're eating. That was all they asked. Yeah. Okay. Number 2, bro, just keep walking. Just keep walking, bro. You come down the elevator, there's a mosh pit, walk through the mosh pit and keep walking, and keep freaking walking, okay?
But they literally will get in front of you, Vince, and they'll aggressively block your way and pursue you.
Here's number 3, Jeff. And Jeff, I swear to God, I am not exaggerating. I swear to God, ask my wife. I will bring my wife on this show.
Crowds coming after him. I mean, it's like
Jeff,
Frankenstein's monster. The villagers coming.
Jeff, every single day to my house. Jeff, I got them sitting upstairs right now. I would go get them if I didn't want to kill time. Jeff, every single day to my house.
Yeah,
I get at least an envelope with cards. Yeah. And I would say, Jeff, I swear to you, I'm not exaggerating. I would say at least 4 out of the 7 days, they know my home address, and it's always cards they want me to sign.
Just so you know, the reason they do is because you probably at one point signed and returned some of those, and now they have websites where fans will congregate and they'll go, hey, I mailed XYZ to Vince Russo at this address, and he gave me an autograph. Yeah. So now the word gets out to other fans, and then fans will mail stuff to your house. Yeah. That's where I draw the line, in like a definitive line. Like, you mail stuff to my house, hey, you mailed it to my. I'm not doing that.
Well, see, but Jeff,
I'll put return to sender and send it.
Jeff, here's what I do: 2 things. Okay, 2 things, because I'm not standoffish like Al.
But are you exaggerating a little bit? 4 out of 7 days.
I swear to God, Al. I swear to you. I swear.
What's your autograph?
I can't either. Al, I can't either. I swear to you, Jeff. So Jeff, here's the deal, Jeff. As long as they send a self-addressed envelope, and they all do, I don't give a shit. I'm certainly not paying to send them my autograph. So, but they all send self-addressed envelopes. Okay. Now, Jeff, I swear to you, Jeff, I would say literally 90% of the time, it's more than one copy of one card. So they'll send like the same three of the same. Bro, I know they're going to sell those.
You have many options, you know.
I know, Jeff. I know they're going to sell those. Okay, make a freaking buck on my autograph. If that's going to help you out, why do I care? Make an extra buck. If somebody's going to be at the freaking airport at 4:00 in the morning when CM Punk shows up, let the guy freaking make a buck. Who gives a shit, bro? You're making millions and millions of dollars. This guy, is going to sell your card for $20? Whoopee, bro. It's going to kill you to let somebody make a freaking buck, Al? Give me Al, you think Hulk Hogan would have ever in his lifetime put out a tweet like that? Ever?
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, Al thinks I'm kidding. Pull it up, Jeff. I'm not.
You got to add it to the. You got to add it. So this is on eBay. I searched Vince Russo autograph. Look at all these.
Yeah, I signed all these came to my house.
Rate, Jeff, what's going great?
Me and Penelope, they came from my house. What do I give a shit? If 40, you can make a couple money,
45 to 58, 20.
No way.
Okay, 40. What do I care, man? Every single one.
40.
Jeff,
I care.
Most of these are 40. Yeah.
Jeff, every single one of these came to my house. Nobody has ever asked me to sign a card in person, Jeff.
You know why? Well, because you're unapproachable. That's why.
Yeah, I'm on a bullshit. I'm the complete opposite. This is freaking guy. This guy's got multiple millions of dollars in the bank. How many times I got to tell you? Get the frig out of here, bro. Seriously, man. Go back to MMA when you were getting your lights knocked out in the first 5 seconds of every match, and then you won't have to worry about anybody asking you for an autograph anymore. Go do that, bro.
$45 for your card? Are you on a death pool or something?
Jeff, what's next?
Well, this is my opinion as somebody that's dealt with getting autographs from people when I was younger. Because I try to think of.
I thought you learned to use the cough button last week.
I did. It was real quick.
I think of a possible kid that's excited and gets turned away in all of this nonsense, right? So when I was younger, the Rochester Red Wings are our local AAA baseball team, and the Orioles were their major league team at the time. So every year the Orioles would come for an exhibition to play against the AAA so we could go see the Orioles play, the local fans.
And Boog Powell would tell you to go F yourself, Jeff.
Yeah. So I remember being in line for the autographs of the players, and I had brought all my baseball cards of all the people I knew was going to be there.
For a little mark, huh? Mark.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I was probably 9, 10. I don't remember. I was very young. And the guy that was running the line said, "No baseball cards. You get your one picture." They had the headshots. They were going to just sign the headshots and hand them out to everybody, right? I'm going down the line, and Billy Ripken is there, and he sees that I have his card.
And he told you to F off.
No, he takes it out of my hand and signs it and gives it to me.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad telling him, "Thank you for doing that for my son," right?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. My other thing, when I was in high school, we went to a Bills practice, and they were all coming out afterwards, and we went to get a bunch of their autographs, and I got a ton of them, and they were all being nice. And I'll never forget Steve Tasker. I go up to him to get his autograph, and I'm being a mark, high school mark. Oh, it's nice to see you play wide receiver. I think you're the greatest special teams player of all time. All this fan stuff. He didn't say one word, didn't look me in the eye, signed my paper real quick, gave it to me, and walked off. And I remember thinking, man, like, what a dick. And every time I see him on TV, I see him on TV now doing a Bills preseason gamer, I'm always saying he's a freaking asshole.
That's Alan Punk. You know how many people are saying Alan Punk are dicks?
But that's what I think about with these guys.
Jeff, let me one better you. Jeff. Jeff, I'm a 12-year-old kid. I'm at the freaking Nassau Coliseum watching the
12-year-old, let me tell you.
Jeff, watching the ABA Nets, right? Bro, there's a gathering. We're all waiting for autographs after the game. The game's over, bro. Who are they waiting for, Jeff? Who's playing for the Nets back then? Dr. J.
Dr. J.
Jeff, I'm waiting. He's not coming out. Bro, everybody leaves but me. I'm the only one there.
Like with
Bro,
me and Dylan Green. Did you get
here he comes walking out. Jeff, full-length fur coat, afro touching the sky, sunglasses, the whole 9 yards. I give him the Ralph Cramden Dr. J, can I get your autograph? Can I get your autograph? Bro, Dr. J looks at me and says, yeah, I'm going to my car. Walk with me, kid. I walked Dr. J to his car. He signed my autograph, and CM Punk and Al Snow can't be bothered, bro. Give me a freaking break. Give me a break.
Okay, hold on. Let me clarify first off.
No, clarify nothing. I bet you head signs autographs, and you probably tell the little kids to piss off.
Okay, let me clarify. Look, first off, your stories, you're 100% correct because you're at the stadium, you're at the event. I get it. I also, I'm talking about a select group of people, not just general fans. If general fans show up at the airport, by all means, I 100% agree. Like these people you have to thank because without them, there's no you. You don't have a job without them. Okay. It's that group of those adults, they're grown adults who are aggressively not doing it because they're genuinely a fan of you. They could care less. They're doing it because it's their opportunity now to monetize an autograph. And that's what turns people off. And they're overly aggressive and they're overly intent. Look, I've been in large groups in public places where they approach you and ask for an autograph. That's fine. That's not a problem. It's these certain fans that are now doing it like it's their job. That's the group that he's railing against.
Oh, yeah, but that's not his tweet. That's not what he's saying, Al. He's not saying that. He's telling everybody to stay the F away from him.
But I think he was generalizing because it's really that group that are, and where they're the worst, quite honestly, is in the Northeast. They've always historically been the absolute worst about that kind of thing in the Northeast. They are far more aggressive, and there are a lot more of them in the Northeast than there is anywhere else in the country.
Well, listen, Al, I'm going to give you some advice. Obviously, as much of a mark as CM Punk you are, if you ever see him at an airport, do not approach him. Al, control yourself. Tell Jessica to settle you down when you see Punk in an airport. I know you're going to want to run up to him, Al, but Al, restrain yourself.
Maybe we can walk to his car, share a special moment.